The code for the door is the date. Display is missing food. These symbols will be around the house. They relate to a lock. Using the periodic table, we'll notice that these relate to green and red elements on the periodic table. There's 7 of them which relate to the switches. The code should be green, red, green, red, red, green, green. Off of this, we're missing symbols. This will create a plus, a division, a minus, and a multiplication symbol. This will be used later. Also down here, note the color of the stools for a later puzzle. Another frog symbol. And another one. As you may notice, I'm very bad at this minigame. You need to unlock the door no matter what, even if you know the code for the key later. But basically, knowing the shapes and where the white marble is, we can unlock this door. So it goes right, left, up, up, left, down. Alrighty. This is the multiplication table door, or the math door from downstairs. It's also colored similarly. Note the time because we have to set a clock downstairs. Military time should equal around 10 p.m. This next puzzle is going to be using weights to open up a thing. Also note that for later. We can measure and get all the weights, which one equals more or less. We can come here and place them based on their weights. So, number 1 is the second heaviest. Number 2 is the second lightest. Four is the lightest. And 5 is the middle. You will need a piece of paper. This is part of the final digit. The star is meant to go in the bottom right corner. Basically, you want to trace this and 2 other pieces of paper you'll find in this house to create a number pattern. I'll show you where to get the piece of paper and do the number at the end. These balls correlate to the stools in the basement. So let's just go down there, take care of that. First is the black. Green. Blue. Red. Orange. That map shows a hidden wall. It is located on the 2nd floor. we can solve the music puzzle. So based off the jukebox, we have to place the instruments that we hear. So you should be able to hear bass or keyboard, but let's say piano, drum, sounds like a flute. I'll open this up. Dance a little bit. Get into this room. Another symbol. This will come in later. So screenshot this, or just get someone to read it to you. But essentially, you're going to go to the map at the top and get a code for that map. Based by using the map, trace out and get numbers. Based on where you go. Plug it in here. It should be 1, 7, 5. So this is why I have to do that lockpick game. Get this key. All right. Turn the statue heads, and it'll open up. And you will now have access to a code for the safe. So these will correspond to symbols throughout the house. So we saw this in the bathroom, we saw this on the printer, we saw this in that other room. So you gotta use the periodic table for these to get the numbers. So it should be 100 times 4 plus 80 minus 8, which will give you a code of 472. Just remember to trace those on top of the ones we had with the other ones, and we should start being able to see those numbers coming together slowly but surely. Just remember the stars in the bottom right corner. This is easily the longest puzzle you'll be on in this, if you're doing this the normal way. So, these symbols mixed with this Morse code I would also recommend screenshotting this. And the note down here. So the two notes, basically the note here is the full note. The note upstairs is the same note, but with the symbols in it. And you use the Morse code to figure out what symbols are being said over there, and then you have to translate them. The easiest way to do this is start from the first letter and keep going. Basically, the Morse code should give you the music symbol, the heart, the ampersand, the funky E, the pound sign, stuff like that, and the upside down U. And it's going to spell out unlock, essentially. So when you just come here, you also just get really lucky and type in unlock into an escape room door. The last bit will involve this maze, and you'll notice there's colors correlating stuff. I'm colorblind, so these aren't the same colors you're going to see because I have my colorblind settings on, and I find mine don't really match what's the lights in the room. But essentially, you're going to have to know how to get out of the maze that you're about to go into. So you want to know you got to go right, up, left, down, left, up, left, down. Which, not colorblind, when you go into here, should have a green, white, blue, kind of like a browny yellow. So, the colors for, if you don't have any of the colorblind settings on, should be gray, blue, gray, blue, yellowy brown, green, brown, blue, brown, green. Final piece of paper, just trace that on, and this should give you the exit to the front door. So if you have all those lines traced on each other and the star was in the same corner, it should give you a number that is 85289.